Ciao YouTube, I am Luca. I'm talking to you from Italy, and today with you I want to talk a little bit about gun legislation and gun laws in Italy. Now, if you want to stick with me, I will try to resume as much as I can everything that people from across the world, maybe from the United States, maybe from Europe, from China, from wherever, want to know about gun legislation here. So I made a few points. Let's try to see them together. Can I own guns? Of course, yes, you can own guns in Italy. How do you get guns? You need to have a gun license. There are three kinds of gun license: sporting gun license, hunting gun license, and we could say self-defense gun license. This license is not meant to be a license for defending yourself inside your house. It's a license that gives you the opportunity to conceal carry a gun with you. You can also carry the gun exposed, but only if you are a security guard in uniform. Otherwise, if you are able to carry a gun for self-defense and you are a civilian or you are a security guard not in service, you should always have your gun concealed on your person if you want to carry it. Those kind of license last for 5 years, 6 years. We do not know. I do not know actually. It should be 6 years, but with the recent gun legislation of Europe, we could go down to 5. And I actually do not know clearly if it is passed or not. I have to clarify that. Maybe I will do later in the comments below. Let's see what is legal and what's not. It's easier to say what is not legal. So any kind of firearm chamber in any gauge equal or bigger than the 10 gauge is illegal. Any gun chamber in 50 BMG and guns chamber in 9 Parabellum. And more specifically, only revolver and pistols. We can have rifles, carbines chamber in 9 Parabellum with no problem. Now, why that? Because the 9 Parabellum is the caliber used by military forces and by the police, so they do not want a civilian to own this kind of caliber. But for the civilian market in Italy, we have the 9x21 Jaime, which is like a 9 Parabellum, but with a longer case. The funny thing is that it is possible for me to, use my Beretta 92 chamber in 9x21, and the Beretta 92 here in Italy for the civilian market is called Beretta 98 because it is chamber in a different caliber, which is 9x21. But for the rest is identical. Even the magazine is the same. Now, if I chamber a 9 Parabellum inside a 9x21 pistol, it will shoot fine, it will cycle fine with no problem. The only thing is that with the time and with intensive use, you could damage the extractor, which is not a big of a deal. You can just replace it after you break it. that's pretty much it. We do not have SBR, SBS kind of stuff. For people who do not know, SBR, SBS is short barrel rifle, short barrel shotgun. And in the United States, I think that any firearm, any shotgun with less than a 18-inch of a barrel is SBS, or any rifle with a barrel which is shorter than 16 inches is SBR, but I'm not sure about that. So if I'm wrong, you can just write under here in the comments below. I will gladly hear what you have to say, what you fellow American have to say. In Italy, we have the minimum length. So if I have, let's say, a rifle, it is considered a long firearm if this gun has a barrel which must be, I'm sorry if I'm correcting myself a lot, I'm not English, so I have sometimes trouble with the language. So the barrel must have a length of 12 inches or more. It can be less of 12 inches in order to be considered a long firearm. Also, the total length should be not less than 24 inches. So if you have a firearm which does not have one of these two characteristics, it's considered a short firearm. If it has a length of the barrel equal or superior to 12 inches, and the total length is equal or superior to 24 inches, then you have a long firearm. And for this kind of firearms, you do not require any kind of, license or paying a tax stamp as you have to do in America in order to have an SBR or an SBS. Of course, in order to buy them, you always need a gun license, as you must have in order to buy any kind of firearms here in Italy. That's pretty much it. We do not have silencer. There was a very short period of time where silencer were not illegal, but either were not legal. So some managed to have few of them, and there are few of them in Italy legally owned by some gun owners, but there are very few of them. Right now, it's not possible for a regular citizen to buy a silencer. We can buy without any problem muzzle brakes and flash hiders, but not silencers. About magazine capacity, we are allowed to have capacity that are not superior to 29 rounds. Again, the point of this is military have magazines of 30 rounds, and so they say civilians should not have this kind of capacity. So what we do? We just made a magazine of 29 rounds. It's just one round less. I mean, it is funny, a little bit ridiculous, but still, it is better to have a 29 round magazine and having fun in the range instead of being castrated and using a 5 round or 10 round magazine in a AK-47 or AR-15, which is ridiculous to me. And it kills all the fun from that kind of firearms. So we can have semi-automatic weapon, no problem for that. Pistol, revolver, no problem. Automatic weapons are not allowed. And I think I covered pretty much everything that is not legal in Italy to own. For the rest, caliber, we can have any kind of caliber: 223, 762 by 39, 308, 12 gauge, 500 Smith & Wesson, we can have them, no problem. Let's see, other question. Do I need to store guns inside a safe? No, it's, people will suggest you to do so. I mean, buy a safe for if you have a lot of guns, and if you have children around the house. If you don't want other people to be able to put their hands on your firearm, you should buy a safe. It's just common sense. And in Italy, there is not a law that specifically say that you should own a safe in order to store your guns. But it does say that you should, as a gun owner, you should be very responsible about your gun. So if somebody, maybe your son, your daughter, take your gun from you and maybe hurt himself or somebody else, then you're gonna face a lot of trouble because you have not been a responsible gun owner. Does not mean that you are not allowed to have your gun ready and loaded inside your house, but be careful. Do not leave it in, around the house. If you have children, maybe if you are inside your house and you won't have, self-defense with you every time, just have a holster on yourself. But again, only when you are inside your house. You cannot go around in Italy with, a gun in your pocket. Or, well, you can, you could, but it will be illegal. It will be illegal if you could only do that if you have a carry license for self-defense, and in order to have that, you need to be a security guard, a regular citizen with as proven to have his life in danger. Maybe you are a person who carry a lot of money with him because you have a very rich activity, and so you carry a lot of money and you need something to protect yourself in case somebody wants to to steal from you. But again, I'm just talking about carrying a guns outside of your house. I'm not talking about having a license for defending yourself. You can defend yourself inside your house with any license you have, or even without a license. You can defend yourself inside your house in Italy. The only thing is about carrying your guns. And with carrying your guns, we just mean that the gun have to be ready to be fired. If I carry a gun to the gun range, if I am a sportive shooter, I should be carrying it unloaded, maybe field stripped, and with the gun should be away from the bullets. So that's pretty much it. If I want to carry the gun, I can. If I want to go to the range, I want to go hunting, I can, but the gun should not be ready for use. If I want to carry a gun for my defense, maybe in a holster, I should have a gun license for concealed carry, to carry it with me. That was given me from the state. Otherwise I can't do that. If I do that without it, I am breaking the law. So you shouldn't do that, of course. And can I use a gun for home defense? Again, yes, you can use a gun for home defense in Italy. I should warn you, you will probably face problem in court. You will have to spend a lot of money for a lawman, a lawyer. But I mean, if you are in danger, if your life is in danger, if the life of your daughter, of your wife, of your son is in danger because somebody is inside your house and want to steal from you, and maybe is also, is in that moment is very dangerous. Maybe he's addicted to drugs, and so is just very violent. In that case, you have to decide what's best for your family and for yourself. You can decide to do nothing because you are afraid of facing the judge, but then this bad guy will do anything bad to you and your family. Maybe it will be able to kill you. And I mean, I would rather pass five years in facing the judge instead of being killed, or having the remorse to have not been able to protect my family properly. And that's pretty much it. I think I've covered everything about, or at least the most of the important things about gun legislation in Italy. If you have any other kind of question about gun legislations in Italy, you can write it down below in the comments, and I will try to reply as soon as possible. For today, that's it. Bye. Ciao. Ciao, ciao. Greetings from Italy.